Hey everybody, welcome back. So, in Ostagar, we basically got a lot of equipment that we had to go through, so hopefully there will be some upgrades. After we are done with the upgrades, we'll talk to the companions, see how they're doing, and then we're going to do some side quests. I did a Twitter poll and had everybody vote to see where we are going to go next for our main quests, and the Urn of Sacred Ashes won out by 5%. Go to my social media down below if you want to vote at all while you watch these videos. So, here we go. Into the inventory. Okay, honestly, I don't think there's going to be anything for Fiona. We will go through all these, though, just in case. No. That's cool. Rapid aim, 1 armor penetration. Okay. We got... Those are the same guys I usually use. 105, 105. Kaylin. 150. Okay, that's all I could use. Alistair. 3 willpower, 3 cunning, 4 stamina regeneration, and 4 damage versus Darkspawn. Honestly, I think we should hold this for one of our rogues, Liliana or Severin. So we're going to hold off. I don't think there's any other 980s though. And there are some shields. This shield is the best. But we are going to go back to Kaylin's shield if we get enough strength to where we can use it, because the combination that you use there actually helps quite a bit. Gives you damage bonus and 2 stamina regeneration. Okay. That's the plan, at least. Severin! This is better. Okay, we have somebody that can use Duncan's dagger. Whoops. How about... Ah, I messed up. Okay, go back to inventory. Duncan's sword. How much... Your strength is 19. Liliana, who is closer? 18. Okay. I might keep Duncan's sword and up Severin's armor to 25, but no farther than that, because, you know, we want to work on dexterity. I think that's the best idea, because I think that's a very good combination. So I think that's what we will do. Until then, I don't think there's any other. No. Okay. Oh, actually, go back to Severin. We want to go through this stuff. Oh, this one's better. Okay. What gloves does he have? Oh, okay. The 116 or better. Okay, and then Rico. 2 damage, 2 dexterity. You know what? I love how they did the Swift Runner reference. So I think we are going to use that. Just because Swift Runner. Okay, all the way down, and then I want to look at your harness. 25 cold resistance and 4 attack. 8 armor, 2 armor penetration. So if we want to make him... You know what? I think we're going to equip this. Okay. And now is Liliana's turn. Okay, we're gonna equip this because it does have those upgrades. And then 840, 840. That's the only one. Okay, I think we're good then. We need to go over, up. Same. 50, 83, 105. Ooh, these are better. So are those. Okay, we're gonna go with that one. Looks better with her Dalish armor. 150, 140. Okay, 150. And then down. That's it. Okay. Well, then we need to go to Alistair and give him this.
Is that for me? Really? Wow. Wow.
Yeah. Joining Chalice, I kind of figured out of everybody you would want that the most. I got Alistair's rose. Oh, no. I didn't realize I still had that. Ew. I'm sorry. That makes me feel kind of bad. Okay. So now we want to talk to Bodan.
If there's anything I can do for you, please, please tell me.
See you.
I'm sure you'll...
Okay. We're going to sell this, this, this. Keep Duncan's sword, this, this. We're going to sell the Nug Crusher because even though it's super cool, it is not worth it. Maul. Both bows can go. We want to keep fire arrows and we want to sell this, this, both of these, and this. And we want to keep Kaelin's shield. Okay, we want to sell the helmets. Keep Kaelin's. Keep Kaelin's. God, there's so much stuff here. Keep Kaelin's. Okay. We're going to sell those. Keep Kaelin's. And then we can sell these. Nothing here. We don't want to sell. Actually, we are going to buy these injury kits. Not the lesser. We still have a ton of those. We want to sell the topaz and the quartz. And we have those injury kits. Okay. We're going to enchant first.
Enchantment? Enchantment!
Only the ones that are equipped is what we're going to do. So we're going to leave Duncan's sword bare for now. Okay. I'm going to go over here. So, expert paralysis rune, so you can paralyze people. And then... Honestly, all these are just to reduce movement speed. I am okay with physical resistance. Okay. And then we also want to equip this guy, which will be reduced movement speed. All these are novice slow runes. Okay. We're going to get then buy a new
Something you need? I'm sure either
enchantment.
my boy or I can help you out.
Leave me alone. I know what I want. Okay. I'm guessing we bought all the gifts from him. Yeah. Okay, we want to get... I don't want to get Novice. Let's do Journeyman. What's this one? Spell resistance? No. Fire damage. 5 cold damage. Let's do Journeyman Flame Rune.
Enchantment?
Yes.
Enchantment!
There we go. I think everything else has... Yeah. Okay. Everything else has everything equipped. Just Duncan's sword. We're gonna leave. And... we have everything sold. Let's see.
Something you need? I'm sure you'll be pleased with the goods my boy and I have collected. And with your discount.
And with your discount. 51. Okay, that's good. We are going to go give... Oh, can you actually talk to this guy now?
You witnessed the rarest of things, Warden. The Dalish stand ready to defend Ferelden.
Do you need anything?
We have assembled on a short schedule. Certain factors of equipment could be better. Crafting components would serve best. Basic ones like elf root and deep mushroom.
Okay. Can you say anything else to him?
At your word, Warden.
Your men will commit to my cause?
I would not insult them by asking. Word was given, and that is all that needs to be said.
Okay. And...
At your word, Warden.
be ready.
Always, Warden.
Okay. And we're going to give the runes. Yep, Nova's runes. Because honestly, those are so many slow moving and things I don't need.
You are wise to invest in the effectiveness of your followers.
Let me know down in the comments below if this actually does anything. Because I kind of feel bad if I'm not like spending this for money.
I await your command.
I'd like to ask you something.
So, full of questions, are you?
That's the shapeshifters.
I await your command. At times, perhaps. A world full of people and buildings and things was all very foreign to me. If I wished companionship, I ran with the wolves and flew with the birds. If I spoke, 'twas to the trees.
But you eventually left?
Such simple pleasures will only enthrall for so long. I recall the first time I crept beyond the edge of the wilds. I did so in animal form, remaining in the shadows and watching these strange townsfolk from afar. I happened upon a noblewoman by her carriage, adorned in sparkling garments, the likes of which I had never before seen. I was dazzled. This, to me, seemed what true wealth and beauty must be. Such simple pleasures will only enthrall for so long.
I think I just glitched. I totally just missed everything. I know what this was about. This was about the mirror, isn't it? Let's see if that actually pops up. I'm guessing it's not going to. What happened then?
Flemeth was furious with me. I was a child and had not yet come into my full power, and I had risked discovery for the sake of a pretty bauble. To teach me a lesson, Flemeth took the mirror and smashed it upon the ground.
That's so mean.
I was heartbroken.
But you were just a child.
And a foolish one. Flemeth was right to break me of my fascination. Beauty and love are fleeting and have no meaning. Survival has meaning. Power has meaning. Without those lessons, I would not be here today, as difficult as they might have been.
Morrigan, you're wonderful, but there's more to life. They made you stronger, didn't they?
They did indeed. To return to your original question, perhaps my time in the wilds was indeed lonely, but such was how it had to be. I find myself at times wondering what might have become of the girl with the beautiful golden mirror. But such fantasies have no place amidst reality.
I'll find your mirror. I promise.
If there's anything I can do... I heard a story today.
There we go.
Bangrain put her own fields to the torch, rather than let Logain's men feed off them. 3 of them died in the flames. Some of the soldiers got angry and chased the woman down in her own manner, putting a sword through her. Without permission, is the excuse we're told. Logain killed Grain's husband at Winter's breath.
Wow.
She had a right to do with her crop as she pleased. This is still for Eldon, isn't it? Freeholder answers to no one. That's what I've heard on the road, anyhow. Take it for what it is.
Thank you for the new...
Of course.
Listen.
Good fortune to you and yours.
Goodbye.
Okay. Are those crystals in your skin?
I like to think of them as accessories.
They must be worth a lot.
Now, keep its soft little hands away from them. They were bonded with my stone. They're as good as part of me now. I suspect that it is an art that was practiced when golems were more, commonplace. My
Okay.
former master collected whatever lore he could find on the subject. He searched far and wide to collect what crystals he could and then added them. It is not an unpleasant sensation.
So they're decoration.
As I understand it, the crystals allow me to alter the flow of magic around me. Wilhelm had hoped to turn me into a battery of mana, something he could tap at will.
Did he succeed?
Not really, although now that I think of it, these attempts may be what caused my disruption. Some of the crystals increase the presence of mana, some absorb or reflect spells. There are various kinds. All I can promise is that should it ever find one of these crystals, I can likely tell it the function and what it would do if added to me.
I don't want to take advantage, Jill.
Why not? I don't get to wear clothing and other adornments like the rest of you creatures after all. That answers its question, I assume? Unless it has more.
You watched the village day and night for years?
I do not sleep, so yes, and I thank it for reminding me. Try to imagine, if it will, what it would be like to be surrounded by nothing but boring peasants, all oblivious to it.
Sounds like you were a bit of a voyeur.
Oh, yes. It certainly was the height of intrigue to listen to the accounts of how young Dornan had scandalized the village by his purchase of an Orlesian hat. And the argument that those 2 muddy farmers had over the price of barley for a whole summer. Riveting. And then there were the birds. A whole village full of pigeons and ravens and sparrows all perching on me day in and day out.
Her hatred of birds. Sounds a little messy.
Those foolish villagers would spread birdseed near me, drawing the birds, because they thought having birds perch on me was quaint. Quaint! If there hadn't been the occasional kind soul to scour me clean, I don't care to discuss this anymore.
Oh, Shayla, I'm sorry. You're my friend, I swear. Alistair?
Something on your mind?
Questions?
Of course.
What changes about you after the joining?
You mean other than becoming a Grey Warden?
You've been a Grey Warden longer than I have.
You know, I asked Duncan this too, and all I got was, "You'll see."
He wouldn't tell you?
Oh, it's not that Duncan wants to keep it a secret. It's just that the Grey Wardens don't discuss it much. I gather it's not a pleasant topic. The first change I noticed was an increase in appetite. I used to get up in the middle of the night and raid the castle larder. I thought I was starving. I'd slurp down every dinner like it was my last.
Ew.
And my face all covered in gravy. When I'd look up, the other Grey Wardens would stare, then laugh themselves to tears.
So it was a joke?
More like an initiation. They all went through it too. Oh, and then there were the nightmares. Duncan said it was part of how we sense the Darkspawn. We tap into their, well, I don't know what you call it, their group mind. And when we sleep, it's even worse. You learn to block it out after a while, but at first it's hard. It's supposed to be worse for those who join during a blight. How is it for you?
Nightmares. Yes, I know what you mean.
Some people never have much trouble, but that's rare. Others have trouble sleeping their entire life. They're just more sensitive, I suppose. Everyone ends up the same, though. Once you reach a certain age, the real nightmares come. That's how a Grey Warden knows his time has come.
His time has come?
Oh, that's right. We never had time to tell you that part, did we? Well, in addition to all the other wonderful things about being a Grey Warden, you don't need to worry about dying from old age. You've got 30 years to live, give or take. The taint, it's a death sentence. Ultimately, your body won't be able to take it. When the time comes, most Grey Wardens go to Orzammar and die in battle rather than waiting. It's tradition.
Why Orzammar?
You'll always find Darkspawn down where the dwarves are. The oldest Grey Wardens head to the deep roads for one last glorious battle. Not that there's a shortage of Darkspawn during a blight, but that's the tradition. The dwarves respect us for it. And you wondered why we kept the joining a secret from the new recruits. Well, there you have it.
It seems a high price to pay.
I suppose it is. We're the only ones who can stop the blight, however. Is there a price too high to pay for that? You know,
Good point.
Duncan, he started having the nightmares again. He told me that in private. He said it wouldn't be long before he'd go to Orzammar himself. I guess he got what he wanted. I just wish it had been something worthy of him.
No. You will be remembered, Alistair, as will the others.
I know. Ending the blight should make this all worthwhile, right?
Maybe. We'll see. +2.
What is your desire? All right, but I get to stare at you luridly while you do so.
Do you actually enjoy being an assassin?
And why not? There are many things to enjoy about being a crow in Antiva. You are respected, you are feared. The authorities go out of their way to overlook your trespasses. Even the rewards are nothing to turn your nose up at. As for the killing part, well, some people simply need assassinating. Or do you disagree?
Would Fiona disagree? Me as a person, I disagree because, you know, we live in a different society, so justice systems and things like that. Fiona, I think because of how she was raised and the fact that she had, what's his name? Not Bartred. I keep saying Bartred because of Dragon Age 2. The guy that was in charge of her and her sister. So I would say she would probably say, yes, you're probably right.
I often find myself the instrument of fate, ending these lives for one necessity or another. I console myself with the notion that most of them had it coming. As far as enjoying the act of killing itself, why not? There is a certain artistry to the deed, the pleasure of sinking your blade into their flesh and knowing that their life is in your hands.
I'll go with I know what you mean. I'm not going to say I enjoy violence because I think Fiona herself goes with doing what she needed to make sure her and her sister survived.
There are many things I did not enjoy about being a crow, of course. Having no choice, being treated as an expendable commodity, the rules, oh, so many rules. But simply being an assassin, I like it just fine. I will continue to do it if I can, even if I am not a crow. Honestly, could you picture me doing something else?
Handsome elf like you, I can think of a few things. I had to try it. I'm sorry. That being said, so this is kind of like why I wanted Fiona to romance pretty much anybody but Alistair, but I chose Zevran in particular because she kind of was raised to do things in the, was it Carta? Castless, as Castless. And not a Carta, but like to do things that she had to do, and so was Zevran. He like pretty much didn't have an option. He was recruited as a child, and
I mean professionally. Or maybe you mean professionally as well. Perhaps you intend to peddle my services to bored Ferelden noblewomen.
let's not.
It is an interesting thought, but I've always removed my clothes strictly on an amateur basis. A talented amateur, of course, but an amateur nonetheless. Of course, all these thoughts are moot. Chances are still good that you and I will perish, eaten by darkspawn or slain by the crows at some point. Very gruesomely, I imagine. But it is pleasant enough to chat about. Come, let's move on while our boots still have some wear in them.
Okay.
Have I ever told you I really like the way you wear your hair?
Thank you.
It's very nice, and it suits you. Simple. Not like the elaborate hairstyles we wore in Orlais. They involved flowers, ribbons, jewels. 1 year, feathers were all the rage, and Lady Elise decided she needed to outdo everyone else, and actually wore live songbirds in her voluminous hair. The chirping was quite charming for a while, but you must realize, terrified little birdies often have loose bowels.
I'm gonna say, poor birds.
Yes, I don't envy them. She never washed her hair. But I was trying to say something nice to you, wasn't I? Oh, forgive me. My mind wanders so. It's just that I feel so comfortable talking to you. Like I could say anything and you wouldn't judge me.
You are a good friend. We're not. Okay. Well, we are friends, aren't we?
Yes, very much so. I haven't felt this close to anyone in a long time. I really enjoy your company.
Friends. Okay. This actually, like, makes it much better because with Alistair, you can act like a friend and suddenly locked. Her, you can actually said you're a treasured friend.
Thank you. I am honored that you feel that way.
And she's actually, you know, hopefully she doesn't, like, get weird.
What's on your mind?
Why did the spirit choose you?
I have always had an affinity for the spirits of the Fade. As a child, I never feared my dreams because I knew they were there.
What about demons?
I could sense the demons, too, and their presence frightened me. It was the kindly spirits of the Fade that took the fear from me. I've always been able to feel the spirits, even if I never saw them. And as I nurtured my talent in the circle, I became more sensitive. I began to notice every time I was in the Fade, whether it was in a dream or in magical practice, that I was being watched.
Do spirits watch people like that?
I suppose they must. It is these benevolent spirits that create our dream worlds in the Fade. Sometimes I would see it, a glowing, nebulous form. Most times I would just feel its presence, gentle and comforting, but somehow alien. I think it is a spirit of faith. They have never been seen before, and perhaps I am wrong. But something tells me I'm not. It always felt like the same entity. This one spirit was curious about me, and was guarding me, for want of a better word.
Okay. You mean it protected you?
There were times when I was in the Fade that it seemed to stretch forth to shield me, keeping me safe. and I think it gave me strength in my most terrible battles, Ostagar being one of them.
And also in your fight with Petra's demon.
I don't know why I was chosen. Perhaps it knew that there was something more that lay in store for me. I like to think that I was given a rare chance, and I'm going to make the best of the time so generously given to me.
I think it's cool, to be honest. I'm glad you think traveling with me is worthy of your time.
I will not lie motionless in a bed with coverlets up to my chin, waiting for death to claim me. That is not the death for me. And so I will fight alongside the Grey Warden, and help prepare her for the task that is yet before her. So you had better listen to me, because I swear, if I should fall before the end and you don't seem to be doing things properly, I'll get up again to give you a good finger wagging.
Oh, creepy zombie win. That will be something to see indeed.
You know, I think you'll be all right, even without my help.
I love Win. She's definitely my favorite. Okay, we've talked to everybody, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, dog. 7. Shale. Pet Rico. It's a good boyo. And on the petting note, we're going to end this episode here. You got to know the companions just a little bit more, and we got our upgrades, and so we will be going on side quest missions again next episode. If you enjoyed this video, please consider liking, commenting, and subscribing, and I hope everybody has a great day. Bye!